Imagine living with your in-laws, trying to juggle family dynamics, household chores, and personal health issues. Now, picture that your mother-in-law loves cooking, but there's one tiny problem: she has a thing for garlic. And for you, well, garlic is the devil. It triggers migraines so severe that they have kept you bedridden for days. So, what happens when your mother-in-law's cooking habit becomes unbearable? A Reddit post shared by a woman in her late 20s has gone viral, sparking heated discussions over the lengths a family member should go to respect health boundaries. The woman, who is currently pregnant, revealed that she's been battling chronic migraines for over 2 decades. And while garlic doesn't bother most people, for her, it's a major trigger. The woman has stated that every time her mother-in-law cooks with garlic, it leads to debilitating migraines that worsen her already delicate health situation. And since she's pregnant, she can't take the usual medications to alleviate the pain. It all began when she and her husband made the decision to let his mother and brother move in, hoping to help them both transition into a more stable situation. Everything was fine at first, but it didn't take long for things to spiral out of control. The woman shared that her mother-in-law soon started taking over the kitchen, cooking all the meals and even coming into their room without notice to help with chores. But that wasn't even the worst part. The woman said, when she cooks, it seems like she goes out of her way to use as much garlic as humanly possible. To make matters worse, the mother-in-law claims that she forgets about the health condition every time, despite being fully aware of it. The woman, frustrated and in pain, said that the garlic-triggered migraines have become a weekly occurrence, and now she's reached her breaking point. It was clear that something had to change. So, the woman sat down with her husband and, after some uncomfortable conversations, suggested setting some boundaries with her mother-in-law, including cooking outside when using garlic. However, the response wasn't what they'd hoped for. The mother-in-law lashed out, accusing the woman of controlling her son and being unreasonable, even calling herself the matriarch of the family. While some may see this as a simple cooking dispute, a deeper issue of respect and boundaries seems to be at play. Experts suggest that these kinds of family tensions often stem from an imbalance of power and lack of clear communication. Psychotherapists agree that this situation could be a subtle way of asserting control and testing limits within the family structure. A number of Reddit users quickly sided with the woman, advising her to stay firm and not let her mother-in-law's behavior slide. They even suggested removing garlic from the house entirely or telling her mother-in-law to cook outside with a camping stove to prevent further health risks. One Redditor wisely pointed out that once the baby arrives, things could become even more complicated, and it's crucial to set boundaries now before the situation escalates. But why would anyone knowingly cause harm to another person, especially when it's as simple as respecting a health condition? Experts suggest that what seems like a simple oversight could actually be more intentional. When someone repeatedly does something that harms your health, it's no longer an accident, says Dr. Kathy Wilkerson, a clinical psychologist. She added that while it's important to appreciate the things our loved ones do for us, it's equally important to set healthy boundaries, and this case is no exception. So, what's the solution here? Clear communication and respect for personal boundaries are key. It's okay to express that certain actions, like cooking with garlic, are simply not acceptable in the house. After all, pregnancy is a vulnerable time, and a healthy environment is vital for both mother and baby. It's time for the woman to stand her ground and ensure that her home remains a safe place, free from health risks and unnecessary conflict. And you, dear reader, what would you do in her shoes? Would you tolerate the garlic or put your foot down?